Let's go to CommSec. Tom Piotrowski live for the details on the markets this morning. What's the lead, Tom?
Pete, good morning. We're going to kick off with a slight loss this morning. We've still got a little over an hour of after-hours trade to go where the futures are concerned, and indeed the US session. So a bit might change between now and then. But look, we had a reasonable improvement yesterday. We're up by a little under 0.5%. Markets could reasonably be forgiven for being a bit pensive ahead of the fourth quarter CPI figures, which will be released later on this morning in local terms. In terms of what we saw for US and European markets, they gave back a little bit of ground following yesterday's improvement, so that's forgivable under the circumstances, given that both corporate and economic news overnight was a little bit spotty. So we saw a measure of activity in the US manufacturing and services sector that came in on the low side of things, so that didn't necessarily surprise anyone. We've had a number of earnings results out as well. 3M, the industrial group, down by as much as 5%. They disappointed with their earnings. General Electric had a little bit better news, and that stock was up by around 1%. Johnson & Johnson was a little bit better, but the share price hasn't really reacted. It's just in negative territory. So at this stage, we've got the Dow up by 1/3%. The S&P 500 is largely flat, and the Nasdaq is down by around 2.5%. We've got Microsoft to report its earnings after the bell, Pete, so that'll garner a lot of attention. And European markets were a little bit mixed as well.